He could do it 5 times. I have no fear. All right, warm up. We have total body extensions, fighter bounce with that arm swing, squats with the twist, and jumping jacks. Get that upper body nice and loosened up. For today's workout, we have 2 groups of exercises, upper body as well as a core board. How it's going to work is upper body is going to be 35 seconds of work, a 10-second transition, and we're going to go through those exercises top to bottom twice. And then we're going to go into the core board, which is 4 exercises, 30 seconds on, 8 seconds in between. We're going to go through that once. We're going to have 15 seconds to go back to the upper body. We're going to do that 2 more times and then back to the core board 1 more time. And then we will be finished with your shift at the muscle factory. So starting at the top, again, if you guys are using weighted bag or dumbbells, most of these exercises are the same. I will advise you if any different as we go on. So starting at the top, we have that side lunge with a press. So whatever leg you're going to be lunging on, whatever leg is stepping out, you want the weight on the opposite side. And then as you bring that leg to the center, you are pressing that weight up overhead. You can bring your knee up as well and focus on balance, or you can leave that foot down if you feel a little wobbly as you press that weight up overhead. And then the second round, we'll switch and do the other side. If you're unable to do the lunges, grab 2 dumbbells or your weighted bag in both arms and do just a regular shoulder press. And then we're going to take it into the 1-arm row. Again, an exercise that we're focusing on one side each round. Weighted bag or dumbbell, you're going to support yourself on a surface. You can either have your leg back like Travis is doing, or you can have them together so you're straight, whichever way. Don't put all your weight on that stationary arm. You just want to use it to stabilize yourself. And you're bringing your elbow up past your back. Remember, if you're able to pull that dumbbell up quickly and open up your chest, chances are you are going too light. You want to keep the weight heavy so it forces you to keep those shoulders level, not opening up at the top of the pull. Again, we will switch sides each round on that. And then we're going to go into the overhead tricep extension. Again, both of these are going to be the same. If you're using a bag or dumbbell, you're going to go up overhead. And then if you're using a bag, you're going to want your hands on either side of your bag. Same thing, you can hold the dumbbell like that, or you can also cup the end of the dumbbell between your hands and then do the same thing. Make sure your elbows do not go out any wider than the frame of your shoulders, and the top of your arms are going to stay framing your head. You don't want them to move forward as you straighten that arm. And then we're going to go down into lizard push-ups. So your arms are going to be in different positions on this push-up. One arm is going to be right underneath your shoulder like a regular push-up, and the other hand is going to be a little bit further back, and you're going to try to keep that one in a tricep push-up so your elbow will be tight against your body. You're going to do a couple in that position and then switch so your hands are opposite of what they were in those other 2, and then switch back and forth every couple reps. You can go down on your knees as the 35 seconds progress. Don't let that lead arm get up past your shoulder. We want to keep those shoulders nice and safe. Then if you guys have a resistance band at home, you're going to do the seated row like Travis is showing right now. You're going to loop that resistance band around your feet, point your toes forward a little bit so it doesn't slip off. Grab the sides of the resistance band, not the handle, and pull elbows all the way back past your back. Don't start leaning forward and back at the hips to help. You want the back to do all the work. And if you guys do not have a resistance band, we can go into regular dumbbell rows, which you're leaning over at those hips. And same thing, elbow, you can see he's in exactly the same form, just standing up instead of setting down using the dumbbells. Then we're going to go down into a high plank position. We're going to focus on, again, one side each round. We're going to do a high plank with a lateral raise lateral raise and a front raise. So you're going to bring your arms out to the side and then bring them back down and then bring it out to the front. So you're going to go side, down, front, down, back to the side. If you need to drop one knee, drop the knee that's on the same side as the weight so you're balanced and you're keeping those shoulders level, not opening up at the chest. And then if you guys are unable to do that, we can go into reverse flies, hinging at those hips, keeping that back nice and still, and arms out to the side. And then the core board, we'll go through that real quick. We have the 90-degree alternating heel touches. So you're going to be on the ground, knees are bent 90 degrees, and you're bringing your chest up to your thighs. Notice how Travis's knees are not moving forward at all. That's what you want to do. If you find yourself pulling those knees forward, you put your feet on the box and go that way. And then we're going to flip it over. We have those body saws, elbows and toes. You're going to rock back and forth on those toes, keeping those hips nice and level. And then you're going to roll back over and into the hip raises. So you are not bringing your legs forward. Notice how he's just bringing those legs straight up from his hips. It's a very small movement. And then we're going to go into big scissors. So one up, one down, and then switch every few seconds. And while you guys are finishing up your warm-up, we do have a birthday tomorrow, but I know we want to celebrate it today. It is Lori's birthday, and she is here in the gym. So everybody get ready for our birthday burpee on the count of 3. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Happy birthday, Lori! All right. Now we're nice and warmed up. Again, 35 seconds on those upper body exercises, starting with the side lunge with the press. Here we go. 2, and go. Same side as your opposite side. If you're lunging on the left, you want to press on the right. If you're not doing those lunges, you can grab both dumbbells and work on those shoulders. Very good. Nicely done. Keep that dumbbell up at your shoulder. Keep that press. The lunge, chest up straight. We got 10 seconds. Nicely done. Get low into those lunges, guys. We got 5. We're going to go 1 arm row after this. 2. Nicely done. All right, 1 arm row, focusing on one side each round. It doesn't matter if you focus on that same side as you did the press, and go. Don't put all your weight on that stationary arm. Push that chest into the ground. You want to be parallel. Nicely done, you guys. Halfway there. Remember, our backs are strong. You can always go heavier on that back. If you guys have those kettlebells, you can use those. They may be heavier than your dumbbells. We got 3, 2, and shake it out. Nicely done. All right, overhead tricep extensions. 1 weight or your weighted bag up overhead. Bend. 2, and go. Very good. Keep those elbows pointed in. They can be as wide as your shoulders because it's harder to make your elbows go narrower than your shoulders, and keep that frame nice and straight. Very good. Get those arms all the way straight. Exhale. If you need to, you can go into that kickstand. Put in 1 foot back, kind of supporting that lower back. 7 seconds. So we're going to go down into those lizard push-ups. 3, 1, and down. Remember, 1 arm straight underneath your shoulder and the other arm is back. So that's what you should look like if you were filming me from underneath the mat. Do a couple and then switch so the other hand is in that proper position. If you need to, stick with regular push-ups. If you start feeling this, a twinge in your shoulder, go regular, and remember, crawl before you walk before you run. If you're still perfecting those regular push-ups, do those. Start at the bottom and work your way up if you need to. We got 5 seconds, and we're going to go into those seated rows or the regular rows with those dumbbells. 2, and switch it up. All right, grab those resistance bands. Get ready. We're not starting late on Friday. We got 3, 2, and go. Very good. Remember, grab the sides, not the handles. Your backs are strong. Start with the heavier option that you have if you have more than one. Keep that upper body nice and still. Exhale as you pull in. Inhale on the release. You should be nice and straight from those hips. We got 12 seconds. Get a couple more rows in. Again, if you do not have a resistance band, you can be using that weighted bag or dumbbells up on your feet, doing a regular row. 3, one, and high plank position. We're doing a lateral raise and a front raise. Here we go. 3, 2, and watch Travis here. Perfect form. Lateral raise into that front raise. See how his hips are level, his chest is level. He is not rotating. If you need to drop that knee down, make sure it's on the same side as that dumbbell. We're focusing on one side each round. Keep those hips level. Down a little bit, you're rotating. We got 12 seconds. And then we're gonna go back to the top into those side lunge with the press on the opposite side. Almost there, you guys, let it burn. 2, 1, nicely done. All right, back up on your feet. We got the side lunge with the press on your opposite side. Here we go. 2, 1. Nicely done. Very good. Exhale as you press that weight up overhead. You want to protect that lower back. Take the lunges out if you need to. Very good. I see some knees up in the air, working on that balance. I love it. Awesome job. Again, if that lunge is throwing you off, take it out. It's just a way to get a little extra core work in, get some heart rates up. We can just focus on those shoulders. 2, 1, one arm row. We are back onto that other side. All right, don't put all your weight on that box. 2, 1, row. Remember how strong those backs are. Keep the chest pressed into the ground. Pull those shoulders back. Don't let that head hang down. You want to keep your spine aligned. Activate all those muscles. Very good. I see some nice heavy weights. Those of you working out at home right now, perfect form. Nicely done. 10 seconds to go. All right, we got 5. Stay with it, you guys. 2, and nicely done. All right, we are going to go into that overhead tricep extension. Remember, start heavy. We got 35 seconds, so you can have time to do that drop set and go. Whether you are holding the end, one end overhead, or if you're cupping both ends, you'll find one maybe easier for your shoulders. Very good. Which one you're doing, getting that full range of motion. Awesome job, you guys. Friday energy in effect. We are blowing through this second round. Then we get to go through that core board. We got 9 seconds to go. Let it burn. We got last 5, 3, 2, and lizard push-ups round 2. Remember, one arm here, one arm here. Notice this elbow's out, this elbow's tucked in. You got to kind of think about it. Go. Nicely done. Very good. Exhale on the way up. Inhale on the way down. Switch to those regular push-ups if you're still perfecting those. We got to get that basic exercise down before we can add in those variations. You guys are killing it halfway through. Stay with it. Keep that core nice and tight. Don't let those hips start dipping. Don't let those hips start piking. We are strong. We're going to go into those rows right now. All right, either seated or standing. We're working those backs. Here we go. Travis is going to show you guys that standing version, and go. Awesome. Elbows go all the way back. If it feels too easy, grab the band a little bit closer to your feet so you get a little bit more resistance. If it feels too hard and you're not getting that full range of motion, walk your hands away from your feet a little bit to lessen that resistance. We got 12 seconds. We're going to go into that high plank, lateral and front raise. Last exercise before the core board. 3, 2, 1. All right, back into that high plank. We're working the opposite side. Side, front, arm does not go up past those shoulders. Here we go. Now, remember, don't open up those chests. If you have to open up the chest and the hips, you're probably going a little bit too heavy. Very good. If you have that one knee down, it's going to be on the same side. Perfect form, you guys. Keep those arms straight. Don't let those elbows bend. You can just have that soft joint so we're not locking that joint. If you're doing those reverse flies, keep that back nice and still. We got 3 seconds and we're gonna go into that 90-degree heel touch and switch. All right, flip it over to your back. Knees are bent 90 degrees. Legs don't move. 3, 2, and go. Again, notice Travis, you guys can see that his legs are not moving at all. It's his upper body going to his legs. If you struggle keeping those legs still, support them on a box until that core gets strong enough to lift that upper body off the floor. 10 seconds. Almost there. Then we're going to flip it over to that body saw. Last 4, 2, and flip it over. Elbows and toes. Rocking back and forth, starting in 3, 2, 1, go. You still want to breathe. We're keeping that core engaged. You're pushing it out like you're trying to block a punch. However, you need to breathe. Control your breathing. It's easier to control your body. We got 15 seconds and we're going to go into the hip raises. Heels to the ceiling. Toes are not pointed. Legs do not swing forward. You want to imagine you're in a box. Ha! You guys are in a box. A small box. We got 2, 1. Flip it over. Heels to the ceiling. Ankles are flexed. Lift the hips off the floor without moving those legs forward. Your legs should go straight up to the ceiling. You don't want to rock them down. You don't want to rock them forward. Imagine I'm going to put my arms around your legs and you're not going to touch them. So now go straight up and keep your legs right there. All right, there you go. Just like that. Nicely done. We got 8 seconds. Very good. It's a tiny movement. 2, you're going to stay where you're at. And big scissors. Last 30 seconds of the core board. We're going to go back into those presses. 2, 1. Legs are straight. Flex those heels. It's going to help with that flexibility. If you need to, bend your knees. If it starts pulling on that lower back, I want you bending your knees 90 degrees and moving them that way. Very good. You can also keep your hands under the small of your back to fill that void, protecting the small of your back. 2, 1. All right, up on your feet. We have side lunge with the presses. You got 10 seconds. Grab that dumbbell. If you're taking the lunge out, grab 2. We got 2 more times through these exercises. Here we go. 3, 2, go. Very good. Nicely done. Try to keep those weights up by your shoulders and then press on the way out. Very good. Don't let that weight drop your chest down and keep it at your shoulders so it's helping keeping you centered. We got 15 seconds. Nicely done. Woo, look at those lunges. We got 7 seconds to go. We're going to go into that 1-arm row. Keep it up, you guys. 2 more. Last one. All right, nicely done. 1-arm row. We are going to go heavy. Remember, that back is strong. Here we go. If you can curl, a good judge is if you can curl 10 pounds, you should be able to row 20 pounds. So double what you can do in those biceps for your back. That's a good place to start. And then you may find that you can even go heavier than that. I guarantee you probably will. Keep those shoulders nice and straight. Keep that chest. Very good. Point it into that floor. We're going to go overhead tricep extensions after this. 3, 2, 1. All right. Nicely done. Overhead tricep extensions, round 3. We got 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Funny story. I read a quote yesterday from Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I was like, oh my God, that's exactly how I feel. And I forgot it. I was going to say it today and I forgot it, but I will remember. It's something about the last 3 or 4 reps that you do. I'll find it. I'll say it tomorrow. We got 12 seconds. Something about how important every last 3 or 4 reps are, because that's where the growth happens. That's where the strength comes in. 2, 1. All right. We're going to go into those lizard push-ups. Don't let that lead arm get out past your shoulders. It should be a chest push-up and a tricep push-up. Very good. Nicely done. Getting that chest all the way to the floor and pushing yourself back up. If you can lower yourself down on your toes and then drop to your knees to get back up, that is quite all right. It's another progression to build that strength. Keep going. We got 10 seconds. Last 8. Almost there, you guys. 5 seconds. 3, 2, and let's go back into those rows, either with that resistance band or with the dumbbells. 4, 2, and go. Nicely done. Those of you working out with us at home or right now, I appreciate you guys getting yourself out of bed every morning and working out with us. I love seeing your guys' faces every day. Those of you that are joining us later, I miss your face. I challenge you to hit a live workout next week, at least one, so I can see your face. We got 12 seconds. Almost there. We're going to go into that high plank or reverse flies. 3, give me 2 more rows. Make them strong and go into that high plank or reverse flies. All right, here we go. 3, 1. Very good. Nicely done. Breathe. Keep that chest closed. Keep those hips closed. Don't rotate them forward. We're going to go back into your shoulder presses. That side lunge with the press on that opposite side. There you go. Perfect. You guys, round 3 and your form is perfect. I love it. As long as those muscles are burning, if you're using that heavier weight, I'm happy. 3, 2, and back up to your feet. We got those side lunge with the press. Last time through. Last set. Yes, it is. Here we go. Very good. Nicely done. Exhale as you lift that weight up overhead, keeping that lower back nice and safe. Use that intra-abdominal pressure to help protect that lower back as you're going down into that lunge. You're inhaling 10 seconds, and we're going to go into that last one-arm row. Get all these presses in. We got 3, 1. All right, shake it out. We got one-arm row. Last 35 seconds. Getting that back nice and strong. 2, 1, go. Nicely done. Imagine that back getting stronger. The stronger the back is, the better your posture is going to be, the better your core strength will be, and you have to work at it. You have to grab those heavier weights. You have to challenge it. We got 10 seconds. We're going to go into that final overhead tricep extension. Friday morning at the Muscle Factory underway. We got 2, 1. Shake it out. All right. Last overhead tricep. Let those triceps burn. Start as heavy as you can and then work your way down into that drop set. Go. All right. We have just a few more exercises left on that upper body. Then we're going to go into that core. So we're running out of opportunities, getting those muscles fatigued out, getting them stronger. Very good. Perfect. Awesome job, you guys. On fire. We got 10 seconds. We are going to go into those lizard push-ups for the last time. We got 4, 2. Nicely done. All right, lizard push-ups. Toes or knees. Remember, you can always lower yourself down on your toes and drop your knees and push yourself up. You're still going to challenge yourself a little bit more than if you stay on the knees the whole time. But remember, everything's a progression. Crawl before you walk, walk before you run. You have to master one before you do the other. Very good. Time your breathing. Keep that core nice and straight. You don't want to dip those hips, nor do you want them piking up, staying behind, saying, hello, here I am. You want your whole body moving nice and strong together. We are stronger together. We got 5 seconds. 3, 1, and flip it back over into that seated row with those resistance bands, or grab your dumbbells for the regular rows. 3, and go. Just over a minute left on our upper body. Then we're going to focus on that core, taking us to the end of our Friday workout, sliding into the weekend. Speaking of the weekend, Saturday's workout is going to be amazing. So if you guys don't come into the gym or do it on Saturday, I challenge you guys to do it on Sunday with that recording. We got 10 seconds left. Stay with it all the way through. We're going to go into that high plank one last time. 2, 1. All right. High plank with that front lateral raise. On your last side, last 35 seconds, and we're going to go into that core board one more round. 2, 1, and go. Reverse flies will be that alternative. Keep those elbows slightly bent, but not more than 90 degrees. If you have to bend your elbows those 90 degrees, chances are you're a little bit too heavy. Very good. You can play with your grips. You can have your palm in if that helps any joint issues. 10 more seconds. And then we're going to go into those 90-degree alternating heel touches. We got 4, 2, and nicely done. All right, down on your back. Knees are bent 90 degrees. You can have your heels supported if needed. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Upper body comes up to those knees. Again, if you have to use a surface to support those heels to get that upper body moving without the lower body, I would rather you do that than move your lower body to your upper body. We want to progress that strength. We got 10 seconds. We're going to flip it over into that body saw. Very good. Nicely done. Don't bring those heels to you. All right, roll over. We got body saws, elbows and toes, rocking it out. Back and forth, hips stay nice and low. Relax those shoulders. Don't pull those shoulder blades together. Let the core do the work. You don't want to sink it down through those elbows. You want to be holding that nice, strong plank through that midsection. Squeeze your glutes. There's nothing wrong with a little extra tushy work. We got 9 seconds. Very good. We got 4, 2, and back into those hip raises. Remember, your legs do not go forward or backwards. They go up. So these are my heels. These are my legs. You're going to go up, not this way or not this way. These are not easy. So focus on the form. I want to make sure you guys are incorporating the correct muscles, not using that momentum. Very good. I see feet shaking. That's how I know you're doing it right. Nicely done. Keep those heels pointed up. Don't let those toes take over. We got 4, 2, nicely done. All right, let's take it into our final exercise. Big scissors. Ankles are still flexed if you have lower back issues, and go. Bend your knees. Still move like the scissors, but don't straighten your legs. You want to bend your knees about 90 degrees, tap your heel on the ground, and then switch. Very good. That's it. Perfect. 10 more seconds. Fight through it, guys. Let it burn. That's the magic. We got 5. We're down to 3. 1 more. You guys are done. All right, let's stretch it out. We're going to go into that side child pose. So go ahead, roll over, put your hips on your heels, and walk your hands to one side. Awesome work this beautiful Friday morning. Once your hands are to whatever side, if they're to the right, you're going to drop that left shoulder a little bit. Deepen the stretch. Word of the day, only because for some odd reason, Travis and I cannot be here together and not talk about food. Word of the day is stuffing, because that's my favorite dish on Thanksgiving. And I'm not talking homemade stuffing. I'm talking about stovetop stuffing. I know, I'm weird. All right, go ahead. Switch sides to the other side if you haven't already. Still taking nice big deep breaths. As you release that breath, you're going to deepen that stretch by dropping that shoulder. Awesome. And then our last stretch, you're going to go across the chest, pulling that arm, getting those shoulders back stretched out. For tomorrow, this is whether you're coming into the gym or if you're going to do the workout from home, watch the video. There's a lot of stuff going on tomorrow. I want you guys to be as informed as you can be so you're not left behind. So watch the video that we post every day on ilive.fit. If you're working out from home, print out your sheet. Weighted bag dumbbells and an elevated surface for mountain climbers or burpees. If you haven't already changed sides on that across the chest pull, go ahead and do so. Don't forget, word of the day is stuffing, and our November schedule changes. They have been emailed along with the Thanksgiving survey for our sessions. Just a quick reminder, the Friday, the 20th of November will be closed after the 7:10, and then we're closed that Saturday, and then Thanksgiving hours will be announced once those surveys are in. And you have through Monday to get me that survey. Awesome. You guys have a fabulous rest of your day. Diana, it was good to see you back on. You guys have a fabulous